Hey, this is Mr. File. I'm going to be explaining how to set up a works cited using Google Docs built-in works cited tool. Um, we're going to do this first because you already have all your sources, at least you do if you've chosen your topic and I've shared them with you, because I'm doing the heavy lifting. I've done all the research for you. I'm giving you all the sources that you need to do this assignment. You just need to learn the formatting issues of how to format the works cited. You need to uh, also learn how to use these sources in writing and how to cite them properly. But I'm doing the work of actually giving you sources to do. With that said, when the first assignment that I'm going to ask you to turn in is the works cited. You'll just need to open up a clean Word document, or not Word, but Docs, Google document, and then from there, um, every page is going to have a page number on it because we're using MLA format. So you want to double click in the header up here so you can go up into the header. Go over to the three dots up there, open up this so that you can align this to the right hand side. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there on the screen. And then we want the entire document, not just the text of it, but the heading with the page number as well, to be in 12-point font Times New Roman. And so we set those things. You put your last name. I'm going to go ahead and put my last name. And then a space, and after the space you hit this options and page numbers, apply, and there we have our page number. Okay, now from this point you have a special tool in Google Docs that will make your entire works cited for you once you plug in the information. It's just plugging in what you can find on the document. So to use that, you go to Tools right here, and when you find Tools, you go down to Citations. When you get this open, you should have a little box open on this side. Make sure that this is set on MLA. We're actually on the 9th edition of MLA, but for some reason Google only has the 8th edition available here. So we have that set on MLA 8th edition. Hit Add a Citation Source. All of the articles I'm giving you are journal articles. So what we want to do here, this is set on book. We want to change that to journal article. Okay, and then we're going to have a little exercise. We're going to do a little bit of pretend here for this. All of these sources are ones that I got offline, but we're going to pretend that we went to the library, and at the library we went to the shelves and actually got these journals off the shelves and made copies. Okay, that's just pretend for this assignment. I'm making it easier for you. You're gonna work on just kind of the fundamentals by doing this pretend so what we're going to do when it comes to access by, we're not going to say website, we're not going to say online database. We're going to put print just for the sake of this assignment. If you were a graduate student, maybe even an upper end college student, you probably would want to have the full documenting everything. And who knows, maybe depending on the professor, you'd probably have to do that even on a beginning college level. But hey, this is high school. You're only a sophomore, at least for the class that this was made for. And we're going to pretend, and you're going to say it's print. Okay? And I'm giving you print copies of this in the classroom unless you are not able to be here. So as you scroll down, you fill in this information. You put first name, last name, middle name if there's one, but they're not all going to have a middle name, so you don't have to worry about that if it doesn't give one. When you put in the middle, if it's got a middle initial, don't worry about putting a period after it. Just put the letter alone by itself, and it will automatically put a period in there for you. Okay, you can totally ignore this box that says corporation or organization. That would be if there isn't a person named who is the author, and it was like written by like a professional society or produced by the government or something like that. We don't need to put anything there. If there are more than one authors, you need to do this for every author, so you can add contributor, you can add more, as many as you need. Some will only have one contributor, some will have multiple. Just use author for all these. If you click on that, it gives you the choice between author and editor. We're just going to use author. I'm not going to make you distinguish between those for this assignment. Okay, then we come the article title. Okay, and that should be really easy on all of these. It's printed very clear. The journal title is a little bit more difficult. Not all the sources have it very clear. Some of them do. In fact, there's one of the sources from one topic, depends on which topic you pick, that doesn't even list the journal title on the source. So if you got that one, I will have to tell you what it is. It has to do with the proceedings from the symposium from 2025 from a certain professional organization. If you've got that one, I will tell you what to put in this spot right here. Then it should have a volume number. Most of the sources have that. If you can't find it, check with me and I can help you find that. Then issue number, most of them will have that. I did my own copy of these. I believe all of them do have issue numbers and volume numbers. Then you want to have the page range, not just a single page, but the page range. So the page that it starts on, all the way to the page that it ends on. Fill that in like 5-10. Okay, I had somebody who put 5 and then a space and then the word 2 and then space and then the ending number. Don't do that. Just 5 dash with no spaces and then or the beginning page number, a dash, and then the ending page number. That's all you need. And then you finally need the published year. The year, you don't have to put in the date, the month, anything like that. Just put the published year and you're good. And then it says here you need a shortened title. You don't need that. You can skip that totally. That is only for if you, that is only really necessary if you have an article that does not have an author listed. If you have one that doesn't have an author listed, then what's going to happen is the shortened form of the title is what's put in the place of the author's name whenever you're citing it. Well, you've got the author's name, so you don't need that. So skip short title. And then standard number, don't worry about that. Just skip over that. What you'll do then is hit Add Citation Source. You have 3 sources for this project. So once you add all 3 sources, it's going to look something like this. This is one of them that I've already completed. It'll look like this. It's got 3 different sources in it. This particular one is for the history and efficacy of vaccinations. And I've got them all typed in already. Then all you have to do is hit Insert Works Cited. Isn't that magical? Isn't that magical? It puts it in there for you. Everything is all exactly where it's supposed to be. Except one thing. The Works Cited should be at the very top line for some reason, and I don't know why. For some reason, it puts it in on the second line. So delete that extra space so that you know that the Works Cited title is where it's supposed to be. And that is all there is to it. That's all there. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is find that information on your sources, plug it into the Works Cited generator here that's built into a Google Doc, and click Insert Works Cited, and it does it for you. You will need to make sure you change the font, because it's going to put in the default font on its own unless you change the font. But once that's done, you're good. That's all there is to it. It's a pretty simple process. Hopefully this video is helpful in your understanding of what you need to do. Good luck.